Okay, we shall get started in a minute. Hi, Dawn. Get my voice going. I'm getting over a head cold, so it's going to be a little scratchy today. But I feel fine, but it just doesn't sound it doesn't sound too good, but I'm fine. Hi, Christy. Let's see what else I need over here. We're going to do a collage today. Hi, Janet. I was just saying I'm just getting over my allergies or whatever it was last week turned into a head cold, and I'm just getting over it. So I feel fine, but it's gonna sound like this. But it is what it is. So let's see. So yeah. All weekend. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Hello, I can't read your name. Let's see. Kat, Angie, Jen, Missy, Deb E, Arlene. No, I feel fine. I feel fine now. But my voice is still just not back yet. So, and I never did have any fever, achy, fluey, none of that. It's just all head cold. So I don't know if it came on because of pollen or what, but I'm okay. It's just that I just sound like this. I'll try not to talk much. Is that possible? Can I not talk much? uh, oh, let's see. Pamela. So, yeah, I got my lemon water and a banana. So I thought we would do an eclipse collage. I got new books from Poor Toast and Kate Curry. Well, I bought them. They offer to give me books, but I just said no, I'll just buy them and then I'll use them whenever I want. You'll never be able to not talk. Let me mute a minute. I will try to mute if I have to really cough, but otherwise it's just going to be a little scratchy. I know, Janet. If I talk real quiet, maybe it'll be better. But then I sound like I'm, I don't know. It's hard to talk quiet. Hi, Barbara. Ego Brain. Who else? Terry Brett. Terry Brett did. Let me see if I can bring up IG in here. And I did post on IG. I did this morning. Well, I did it last night and this morning. I think I need to turn down the brightness. Hang on. Let's do that. Let's turn down the brightness a little. There we go. So this is my conspiracy for the eclipse day. We did that, but we're going to do another one too. I have another one laid out here. And so I'll show that again after a while. Let's see. And I got those boxes. I just have to finish varnishing on the sides. But I got those done. Oh, you're welcome, Ego Brain. I'm glad you got them. Hermit's Tail. Who else? Thanks, Tebby. Is that a conspiracy? I don't know. Is it? Everybody's, talking about the eclipse and everything, Let's see. Let me see if I can get up Terry's. She did she did this one. See if I can bring it up so I can read it. It's hard to pinching it. It doesn't stay on Instagram. You can't pinch drag and have it stay. You have to hold it. So it says, oh, and the prompts, this was last week's prompts, which were from the 500 fantasy prompt book. And it was a young boy discovers his powers for wizardry. He then meets his real uncle, the headmaster of the wizardry school in the country, which, sounds a little Harry Potter, but this is what she did. Professor Dimbledum, or should I say Uncle Augustus? And that's what the boy is saying to the uncle. You have to go over there and look at it if you want to see the whole thing. Otherwise, I have to pinch and drag. And then he goes, "How did you know, Henry?" And the boy goes, "It was easy. As soon as I saw your hand and that birthmark." And the uncle goes, "Yes, quite a giveaway, isn't it?" And they both have the same birthmark on their hand. But Terry's so imaginative. I love her little characters that she does. Oh, you'll have to go over there, guys. Just go look at Terry Brett 3 to see it close up. Hi, Roll. Let's see who else is here. Stitch It Pam. Tori. I know, right? Isn't that good, Tori? I know. So that's good, Terry. All right, so let's see. New books. Now let's see. Now I got it too dark, I think. I don't want it too dark, but got to kind of go in between there. As we do the white paper, I'll probably have to readjust. You did it too? Oh, let's see. What's your name? It's so hard. I don't know why it's so hard to find you on IG, because your name is, what is it? Disney something, Jen? I don't know why I can't hardly ever find you. Let me look in my messages. Let's see. I don't see it. Let me see. Let me find your name somewhere. No. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, that's not you. What's your name on IG again? Jen Disney. Okay, Jen Disney. Okay, hang on. Okay, there you are. Okay, so let's see. So she did again, it's going to be hard to see. All right, so there's Jen's, and she does a little cartoon. Let me see. Gotta hang on. I gotta read it. I gotta get up close. Thank you for your exceptionally. I can't read it, Jen. I don't know. Is it too light? And he goes, "You're welcome, sir. It helps that you're my nephew." Okay, so let's see here. The young boy. Thank you, sir, for accepting me into your school of wizardry powers. And then he goes, "You're welcome. You're my nephew." You'll have to go over there to look at him close up, because it's hard to show to pinch and drag. It's hard to pinch and drag on IG. So Jen Disney Love. So there you go. Okay, let's see. Anime Love. So thanks, guys, for participating. I just, throw out prompts for you guys. If you want to do something with them, then feel free. Let's see. Cassie. I'm probably missing people. I try not to miss them, to miss people. Yeah. So both y'all, thanks for participating in the 50. Well, it's a 550. 500. Let me see what the book is. Here. Hang on. The 500 Fantasy Writing Prompts Workbook. If y'all want another one, just give me a page number between 12 and 295. Hang on, guys. Let me mute. And I'll pick a prompt. I need to do a different way of this. This is going to get too hard to flip through. All right, Terry said 18. Okay, let's make sure we haven't done that. Page 18. Okay, we've done 18. We did page 18. Okay, so let's see. Leona said, hi, Leona, 187. Okay, let's see if we've done 187. See, this is why I need to make the list. Need to make it a list. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's just a header. Okay, so that's not a list. There's no prompt on that page. Okay, the next person that said something, Jen said 295. Okay, 295. See, I've got to make a list. This is getting too hard to. 295. We did 295. Okay, 94. 94. Oh, okay. We haven't done 94. All right. So number 94 today is 4-8. Okay. All right. Here we go. So the prompt for today is a reckless clockmaker stuck in a medieval fortress discovers a trouble-causing ghost. That's the fantasy prompt. A reckless clockmaker stuck in a medieval fortress discovers a trouble-causing ghost. Okay. Hi, Tina. Thanks for saying good morning to everybody. And Pacola will not be here this week. She will not be here this week. She's RVing. She's on RV duty again. So, and she's going to be going on her trip, I think, this weekend. So we may not see Pacola for a little while. I did tell her again, she needs to do an IG account so we can follow her travels. So whether she does it or not, I don't know. But yeah. Let's see. 3 from the bowl. Okay, Terry, hang on. Let me grab the bowl. Oh, let me reach up there and get it. Okay. 3 from the bowl for Terry. All right. Let's mix them up. All right. All right. So I'm going to put my hand over here and just grab a stack. And we'll take the top 3 off the stack. Okay. All right. Here we go. Top 3. All right. Terry. Troll. Toothbrush. And street lamp. How are those for you? Troll, toothbrush, and street lamp. You want 3 too, Kitty Jen? Okay. Let me grab another stack because I threw them all back in there. Okay. And anybody can do these. You just, just because Terry or Jen asked for them doesn't mean anybody can do the same, use the same prompts. Okay, here we go. Dots, taco, and diamond. Dots, taco, and diamond. Here we go. Okay, so there we go for some prompts for the week. All right. I do have a kind of a little sketch that I did. I did a little sketch just for some ideas to use out of these books. I've not shown these. I just got these books in, and we're going to use them today. Hang on, let me mute. We'll see how this goes with my voice. Okay. Let me show you the boxes. So the boxes are, I still have to varnish the sides, but here are the boxes. They're varnished on the top. Okay, there's this one, and there's this one. And I just have to varnish them all around. I put dots around the tops and then stripes. And I just did them hand done. I wanted them kind of wonky. So just stripes all the way around the bottom. And then they have a little image on the bottom. And I got to varnish. So how I have to do it is now I have to varnish it and let each section dry. Because you can't set it you can't set it down on the wet varnish, right? So it takes a couple of applications, flip, varnish, dry, flip, varnish, dry. So, but there's what the tops look like. And then, by the way, I did find those the little gears. Here's what they were in. I thought they were in a little baggie and I couldn't find them. Hang on, guys. We'll see how this goes today with my voice. Again, I feel fine. It's just, the talking part. But I can use them because they're like watch parts or something, and they have little pointy things on. They're not flat. For some reason, I was remembering that they were flat, but they're not. They're like little spinny tops kind of thing. They have little pointy, like little gear points on them, so I couldn't use them. But I did find them, but I can't use them as flat. I guess I could cut the points off, but I didn't mess with all that, not feeling well for the last week. But I did find them. So just FYI, I know some of you are like, oh, look here, look there. Thanks, Janet. Thanks. They're boxes, Jen. You can put stuff in them. That's what they're for. They're to put stuff in. Okay, Tina. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Also, hi, sister. Thank you. Yeah, they're like actual little gears, like watch gears, Arlene. But they are they have a little point on the top. So I can't, lay them down flat. I'm fine, Raul. It's just my voice. It's just the voice. So, yeah. Hi, Julie Topaz. I'm going to do an eclipse collage today, but I did post this morning. Y'all know our chicken conspiracy. This is the thing from the chicken. I went ahead and did a chicken conspiracy collage. I did post that on IG. Gotta have some fun. Okay, so we're going to do this collage. Hopefully, we'll make it through. I might try not to talk as much. I'll try. That's hard for me. I talk. I'm a big talker. Let's see. Missy. I said hi to Barbara, Kat. Anybody else I missed? Okay, so I have a little bit of an idea what I want to do. Let me show you the books first before I start digging into them. Okay, so these are Poor Toast and Kate Curry books. This is the Navigation Ephemera one. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in one. Let's see. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, so the Navigation. And so I'll pull some stuff as I'm showing you. I do have some ideas of what I want to pull. Like I might use this water here. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just going to pull things I think we might use. So, yeah, I know I want some ships. So let me get my scissors here. I'm going to want a couple ships. So again, if you like what's on the front and the back, you might want to get two. I want some ships. I have a little bit of a vision in my head, but we'll see. We'll see how much it goes that way. So there's another ship. I want it like 3 different sizes. So that one's kind of the same size as that. So, and I have a lighthouse bookmarked in here, but it's going to be an eclipse, but it's also going to be navigation out of the navigation book too. Put it in caps if you're talking to me so that I can see what y'all are talking, if you're talking to me, and make sure you have live chat clicked at the top. So, and this is a cool book. I like this water too. Let me see what's on the back. Do I want to? No, I like this, so I won't use that. I only bought one, like Jack Sparrow kind of thing. I only got one of these to see if I really liked it. And I do, of course, most of them I like. So this lighthouse is nice, but I want a bigger one. So I think I found one back here. That ship's too big for what I want to do, but isn't that cool? So again, this is, if you go on Amazon and look up pour toast and Kate Curry and pour toast. Okay. So, and they have tons. I mean, they have like 100 books. So let's see. So I'm just going to flip through, and I might go back, and that one again is kind of the same size. That one is about the same size. That one's a little bigger, but I don't want to mess with the map. That one's way too big. This one might work, but I like the lighthouse. I almost went with this as the lighthouse feature, but then I saw a bigger lighthouse in here. So let's keep flipping. And I might go back and pick out some of these smaller things. I almost went with this one, but let me flip over to, well, it's almost coming up. Almost went, this is the size I wanted, but maybe the ship here. Is that one too much like the others? I think it's kind of too much like the others. So this lighthouse is the one I'm thinking of using. So I might be using that, and I want these ships. And I did pull a couple watches because I want some watch parts and I want some watches. But other than these watches, I think everything else I have in mind is going to be in these books. So, all right. So we got that and this water right here. So we'll go with that. Another thing about doing collage with these books, I mean, I do a lot of collage just with magazines and old books and other images and stuff. But what's nice about these, especially for people that don't do collage all the time, don't have bins and bins and bins full of collage fodder like I do. These kind of books are so helpful for you to start doing collage with, or a theme. If you want to do a collage theme and just don't know what to do, I like this. Let's see what's on the back. I might go with this too. We'll see. I'm not sure about this very bright teal, but we'll see. And it gives you opportunities with just all different kinds of themes with these kind of books to make either tags or collage, like we did Valentine tags, we did St. Patrick's Day tags, we did Easter tags. So you can do so many different things with these books. You don't have to hunt up all the images. Angie says she makes cards with her, so I love that. 2 ships may be enough because I still have some other things that I want to do. Or I may cut that one out, that little one there. Let's go ahead and cut him out. I don't want him in the jar. Him, like I give gender to my images. I don't want it in the jar, but it's a good size because it's little. So, because I wanted 3 different sizes. So, that'll work right there. Okay. So there's that one. That's called navigation. Then these 2, one is scrapbook paper and one is ephemera. And I've already kind of bookmarked a page here. I'm going to show you both, both books. So let me move this off the table for a minute. So those are out of navigation. All right. So the Cosmos scrapbook paper. Hi, Terry Strange. I saw that you, I watched a few minutes, but I just haven't, with this head cold, I haven't been on any around much over the last 5 days, but I saw you streamed. I'll have to, if you left it up. Thank you, Terry. If you left it up, I know sometimes you don't leave your streams up. You and Adam, but it's good to see you, Terry. If you don't follow Terry, she's she's like my lady. She's my lady. I'll say that. Terry's my lady. Okay, so this one is Cosmos scrapbook paper, and I'm not sure if I'll use. I don't think I even booked anything out of this. But again, I did use one of the sheets out of this for this background here. So there's my conspiracy chicken. I'm gonna like override this with this hopefully today. But the eclipse is coming and people are freaking out. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. I will just be glad not to hear the word totality for a while. I don't know why they have to use that word totality. It's the total eclipse. Well, just say a total eclipse. It's a totality. I don't know. The people crack me up. Oh my gosh. Okay, Miriam, thanks for stopping in for a minute. Hi, Marguerite. Uh, Oh my gosh. So if I pick anything out of this, I don't know if I picked anything out of this or not. We'll see. But these are scrapbook paper. So these are good backgrounds. Or you can cut them down and make tags or cards or whatever with them. Y'all know I love me space. Love me some space. Love this just because of the colors. But I don't need that because I've got I got the we got a lighthouse going here. We don't need another tower. Let's see. Because I'm doing a combo. I'm doing the eclipse by the ocean. So, I like this. I might come back to this book. We'll see. Because, I'm going to add paint, mixed media. We add paint. But isn't it a beautiful book? I love the Pour Toast and Kate Curry. This one, too. I do like this one. I might use pieces of this one. We'll see. Either this way or this way. I kind of like this because this could be a good, and my eclipse can be a planet. It doesn't have to be our sun. Okay, so there we go. So that's Cosmos paper. And then this one is Cosmos ephemera. I hope I'm not my voice isn't too aggravating for you. Just put me on mute. Just put me on mute. Oh, okay. So, and this has got all the ephemera again. And I do have some things I want to pull from this as well. There's the earth. I might want to pull the earth, but I love this too. But I do like the earth. I want the earth. I probably have the earth in the sticker book. Where's my sticker book here? I probably have the earth in here in one of these to use. So I'll just keep these handy. We'll keep the earth handy. Oh, thanks, Tina. Let's see. And even if you don't cut them out and use them, it's so inspirational. Eye candy, this guy right here. Oh, and I do have to cut into my UFO back here, but I do want this guy. This kind of reminds me of this picture right here brought to my mind, and I don't remember the name of the episode in I think it's a New Generation Star Trek. New Generations, I think. Yeah, it's with Picard. The one where the guy is time travels. The time travel's involved because they're the spaceship. Picard and the guys and the girls come back, and somehow they pick up this astronaut, and it's kind of vague. I just really remember the end really well. Where he's the only one that knows what happened to him going into the future on the Enterprise with Picard and them. And then they have to drop him off on his planet. And he's the only one that knows that in like 500 years that they're going to come back. It's very messianic, what do you call it? The ship will come back and I'm probably off on the dates and everything. Might have been 1,000 years. I don't remember. But like 500 years, they're going to come back. So he's sitting on a rock or on a hill looking at the star, which just the Enterprise just looks like a glow, like a star in the sky. It's so far away, right? But he knows that that's the Enterprise up there, and he's the only one that knows it. and he's the only one that knows that they'll be back in 500 years. So he's watching them as they leave the galaxy, or the area, and he sees it go, and it's gone. But he's sitting on a hill watching that. So, yeah, Next Generation, yeah, yeah. So what did I say? I don't even know what I said. But I don't want this. I want he's going to be kind of sitting on a hill, but I don't really want this planet behind him. He's going to be sitting there. But anyway, he's going to be sitting there under the eclipse, right? So I don't want him sitting in front of a planet. But this picture reminded me of that episode. I love those. I love the Picard ones where Picard is the captain. Well, I haven't watched any of them in quite a while. I just watch them when our, cable shows them periodically. They'll show a whole series of them, you know. And what's the ones with 7 of 9? That she doesn't come in till season 4, so Hubster doesn't care about watching it until season 4. When 7 of 9 comes into the picture. But anyway, so yeah. All right. So, but I grew up on science fiction. It was one of the first things I started reading. When I first started reading, I read science fiction and spy novels. Well, I started with biographies, probably, 5 years old. Grandma taught me to read when I was very, very young. And I started reading biographies, but I almost soon jumped right into science fiction and spy novels. But there was not like fantasy like there is now. And actually, when fantasy kind of took over science fiction, I kind of lost interest in science fiction. I'm kind of coming around to fantasy, but it's just not the same for me growing up with science fiction and Star Trek, So anyway. Let's see. You do remember that episode, Brenda? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use that. Let's keep flipping through here. I love this. Yeah, I love this stuff. I love time travel stories, portal stories. Just there's another Earth if I need the Earth again. I'm just kind of looking over and contemplating them a little bit while I'm like that. This reminds me of Star Wars kind of thing. There's another one. That one's good too. But this one, I think I like it just sitting under the eclipse. Although that's pretty good. I don't know. I like that too. But I think I might cut him out. I'll just cut out the whole piece just in case. Depending on which way I want to have him facing. Do I want him facing this way, which is going to be better because it's looking, but we'll see. I'm probably going to go with this, but I'll have those both at the ready. But my favorite episode of Picard it's called Something Light or something. And it's the one where he gets zapped on the ship. I'm going to flip while I look. He gets zapped on the ship and is knocked out. And he's then in another galaxy, another world. And he lives there a whole lifetime. He lives there a lifetime. He gets married, has kids, he grows old and then they find out that planet is getting ready to explode or something's going to hit it and it's going to be destroyed, one or the other. And he's lived there all his life. I mean, like 50, 60, 70, I don't even remember how many years. He's lived it in that world, and raised a family. He plays a flute, and I think he carved the flute and plays the flute. And so then the planet's getting ready to get destroyed, and I forget exactly how it transitions back. But right when the planet's getting ready to be destroyed and his family and everything, he wakes up back up on the Enterprise. He wakes up. And he's asked, asking questions. What happened to this planet? What? And they're all thinking, you were only knocked out for like 5 minutes. you were knocked out for like, maybe it was even less. You were knocked out for like 5 minutes. And then so he recovers maybe a few days, a week, or for some time later. They see all this debris in space. And I'm probably not telling it. I'm just telling you how I remember it from some years ago watching it, right? And they come across all this debris in space. And oh, that one's good too. Do I want to cut that one up? That's pretty good, but that's not going to go along with my colors. That's too black and white. And they come across all this debris in space, and so he asks them to bring some of the debris in so they can kind of figure out where this debris is from. And somehow they find this box. They find this box in space and they bring it in. They figured that the planet had exploded like thousands and thousands of years ago. And they bring in this box and they opened it up, and it's his flute. His flute was one floating out there in space that from the planet that had been destroyed thousands of years ago. So he really did, he really was there, you know. So I love that one. Inner Light. Yeah, thanks, Deb. Yeah, Inner Light. That's the one where he goes into the other world. But I don't know. That's the kind of stories I love. I love those kind of stories. All right, let's see. I thought I had something else picked from here, but maybe not. Got the ships. I need some kind of rocks. I'm gonna need some kind of rocks. Maybe something like this will work. We'll see. Where the lighthouse is sitting, because I don't want to use. I don't really want this. I really just want the lighthouse. I'm going to cut this off there. So maybe these rocks will work. I might need these rocks because I'm going with these colors. So we'll see. Okay, so there we go. That one's Cosmos Ephemera, and the other one was Cosmos Scrapbook Papers. All right, so let's see what we're going to do here. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? I might have to take a quick break. I'm drinking all this lemon water. Maybe I should do that before we get started. Let me take a quick break before we get crack-a-lacking. Hang on. Malibu's asleep down here on her little bed. Okay. I see you, baby. All right. Am I missing anything? Are we all good? All right. So I'm going to want one or two of these, but let's lay out our landscape here. So I'm going to want these ships I'll have to cut out or tear out and paint into. I'm going to want some of this, I think. I'm going to want just this lighthouse. Well, I might want some of this rocky bit down here, but I'm going to want the lighthouse here. All right. Oh, let's see. Okay, Tina, I know you got things to do too. Don't ever feel bad about having to BRB. I don't when I have to go BRB. So anyway, yeah, I hadn't done much in the last since Wednesday when the allergies, I'm guessing it was allergies or just a head cold hit me last Wednesday. And well, I kind of felt it coming on Tuesday, the allergies, and again, I don't know if it was just a head cold or the allergies turned into a head cold. But yes, I sneezed and sneezed and sneezed and sneezed and sneezed until I lost my voice, as you can hear. All right. So there's that. And it's going to be, I hope it's going to be big enough. I think so. So I'm going to want these rocks kind of going to be here. And I'm going to want water down here. Let's see, maybe some of these waves. Of course, I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint. I'm going to want that way up there. All right, so do I want to kind of cut this out a little bit, or do I want to just tear? Let's just see what happens. I do better when you tear. To me, when you tear, if you're going to do mixed media and you're going to paint things in, it's better to tear because the torn edges will blend better than a cut edge. All right, so I'll get rid of that little. Let's see here. Going to come like this, maybe. Okay. And then I'm going to want some waves down here. Let's see. Get rid of the edge there. Let's get rid of this. Coming down here. And I think I'm going to make this the edge of the ground down here. This will be like the sandy area. This will be the waves crashing. I need some more waves. Do I have enough waves? I'm looking over and see if there's anything in caps, guys. If I don't see anything in caps, I'm just going to, keep moving. Keep on moving. All right, now I want some of this down in here. Something like this. Something like that. I like this, but it doesn't really flow. It could be in the background. That's going to be distracting. I think I'll save that. There's a little bit of this brown here. Maybe some of this could go along here. Let's just turn it. It'll have to be cut. This is a cut edge, so it'll go like that. Okay, now behind the lighthouse, I want some kind of a watch thing. Maybe this one. Let's just cut for a minute. Y'all still with the tour? We still here? Is the chat moving? There it goes. Hi, Rusha. All right, so let's see here. And if there's any watch brand names, I paint those out. But I think if I put a watch behind the lighthouse and have the watch hands be the rays, do you know what I mean? Have the watch hands be the light rays coming off of it. Something like that. And then I'm going to want some reflective light. Like if he's going to be sitting down here somewhere, is he going to be sitting on a rock in the ocean? Then there's going to need to be some chopped up like bits of crashed ship. If he's down here, he's going to have some kind of crashed ship down here. So we'll use watch parts for that. something like this. Let's space them out a little better. So that there's like the rocks or crash ship kind of all. It could be either or. Let's see. I need some more. I need some more crash. I need some more crashes. What else can I use for some more crash? Let's see. Some of this one maybe. It's a little silvery and gold, but maybe. Let's put that one under here. Something like this. Okay, and that needs something right in here, maybe. Maybe a couple little pieces. Maybe here. And one more, like right in here somewhere. Y'all still with the tour? All right, let's see. Somewhere right back in here. Like that. Okay, I'm liking that. I'll kind of tack it down with a glue stick so I can glue it all in one big hunk. All right, something like this. All right, now I'm going to need, my ships are going to be out here. This could all probably move down just a little. Because I'm going to have my horizon right about in here somewhere. So this can all kind of come down just a tad. And then, hi, Kathleen. All right, let me cut my little ships out here. And I'm going to leave the white. I'm not going to try to cut those white things out. So what I do is I paint those out. Like if there's, blue or black or whatever behind, I paint that in. So you don't have to cut. You don't have to cut on the inside of those ships if you're using paint. So go around the outside edge. You have to keep in mind where my horizon is. It's probably going to be somewhere right around there. This needs to come up a little or something. Or maybe, no, I need it there. Or I could turn it around like this. There we go. And I'll take a picture and I'll stick it down. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Ann. I'm glad. Julie Topaz, I left one of the numbers off of her street address, and it's like, y'all didn't know that this was this person. You've probably been delivering her mail for years and years, and I left. It's like her number is like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not. That's what it is. But her street number is 1, 2, 3, 4, and I left off the 4, so there was still 1, 2, 3. Her name, her street, her zip, everything was fine. Oh, I just couldn't find her. I just could not find Miss Julie without that 4 at the end. So I resent it out. It was your it was your St. Patrick's Day tag, Julie. Your St. Patrick's Day tag and ephemera is on its way back to you because the post office or the postman could not figure out where you lived with that last little number off there. But whatever. Okay. We'll see where we want the big one. I think I'm going to want this here, and the big one right there. And then I'm going to have the eclipse and all up here. So I could use some of this rock stuff down. I don't know that I need it, but I do like this big because of the color. Let's see here. My eclipse may be this teal planet. with the earth. See, I keep bumping into this. I need to kind of stick it down. Okay. All right, let's do this last ship here. And I'll set it in with some water and some waves and stuff. So I just thought this would be fun to do on the day of the eclipse. So does anybody live in the path of the totality? Does anybody live in the path of the totality of the eclipse? And are going to be able to see it well. We're on the outskirts down here I'm south of Atlanta, so we're on the outskirts of it. We won't get, we won't have a, see it. Not that I was going to go out and look at it, but you know what I mean. I'm pretty close to the totality. Well, yours, it should probably be around your time, about 12 or 1 or something like that, right? Because I think here it's supposed to pass the closest to Atlanta around 3 something. So it's probably going to be in your area, Janet, about noon, right? Did you check? And I might, that would be nice, having them float in space. Maybe I'll just have them floating in space and not have them, no horizon here. I'm liking that. I'm liking that idea. So we might just have them floating in space, because it's going to be space, right? All right, so let's see. And I've got to cut this into a circle and get rid of that edge there. So let's just cut this down. That. And then I got to have some kind of an eclipse, a piece of, something like this. That almost works. That almost works, just because I'm going to paint the background. Something like that. Now, the only other thing is, do I need some of this teal down in here? I don't know that I do, but I don't know that I don't. We'll see. See, this was the other guy. I like this. If this had been reversed, I'd have him there, because I like everything about it. It's a little bigger, but because he's facing the wrong way, I don't want him looking off. I want him in like this. So I think I'm going to go with that. What do y'all think? How's that look? We got something going on here, people? All right. Let's see. Hi, Ruth. I think we're supposed to see it. Missy said around 2:30 where she is. All right. Now I've got to kind of, let me get another sheet of paper, the exact same size. You can do this as easiest, I think. So I'm just going to get another piece of paper and I'm going to move this to the side. Well, I got to make some room here. Hang on. I'll make some room. All right. So I can just move this to the side so we can go with here, and I have this to look at and just move it over as I go. The first thing I'm going to do, I do need some, I think, some wax paper. Here, let me get some. I'm going to tape down some wax paper, because I'm going to go all the way off the edge and it's going to make a mess. So I think we're going to tape this down. Let me get some masking tape. Dee Dee, you need flying cicadas. Yeah, the cicadas come out again this year, don't they? I mean, I think it's supposed to be. Um, they're not as bad here as they were back in Texas, but the cicadas, I think, are making it a major appearance this year, like over in the worst cicada release in 100 years. That's what I heard somewhere. But I'm not sure. Maybe the cicadas are coming out. We'll have to see. There might have to be a cicada collage. A cicada collage. All right, so here we go. Let's put this down here so that I can go all the way to the edge. Oh, I didn't quite make it. I'll also have to move it back and forth. All right, that's sticking. That's not going to work. Hang on. That isn't working. All right, let's see what I can do here. I need more wax paper for a longer piece here. Let's go there. I need another piece of wax paper. Hang on. I didn't make the wax paper quite long enough. So there we go. Now let's see if I can get this to tape without. All right. Tape it down a little here and there. All right. Hopefully that'll work. Stay down. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about getting paint everywhere. Although, we always do anyway. Let's see. Hi, Val. Who else am I missing? Devin. Hi, Devin. Anybody else coming in? I'm getting over a head cold, so I feel fine. It's just my voice. This is where we're headed today. This is our collage layout. Okay, but now we got to start painting and other things now. All right, so let's see what I want to start with. Let's just go ahead and start with the black background. The space. We got outer space. And then I'll probably put teal down here as a base. And we'll start with that. Okay, so let's see. Let me find my black. I got this for my matte medium. Let's get some black here. Let's get some black and some teal. Let's see. A couple colors of teal. Let's get the dark teal and maybe some white, because then I can mix it as I go. All right. Okay, let's put some, whoops. There's some white. And then get baby wipes out. I don't think that'll be enough, but we'll see. Get my baby wipes. Go through a lot of baby wipes in my process. All right. Let's see. I'll get a brush, but I think I'll do a lot with finger painting too. But this has got to be a nice, big, flat, black base. So let's see. Do I have a kind of this brush is a little small. Here we go. Let's go with this one. Let me wet it. If y'all missed it earlier, and I'll try to remember to show it again, the boxes that I did last week, I finished those. I just have to put some varnish around the edges. Hi, Beth. Let's see. Arlene says Tennessee is supposed to get 2 kinds of cicadas at the same time this year. Farmers gonna love that. All right, so I'm gonna just go right off the edge here now that I got my wax paper. Right, I got my wax paper all around. So, and I don't care if it gets on the back of this poster. All right. I need to plug in my heat gun too. So we'll see how this works out. We've only got a couple hours. So I try to get as much, try to get it done. If I don't finish it though, I will finish it sometime today and post. because I do want it to be today because it's, you know, it's the eclipse day. So it kind of has to be today. Well, it doesn't have to be, but that was the plan anyway. All right, let's just keep going further down here. All right, now I'm just going to go right in here into the teal. Might wipe a little of the black off, black paint off. Oops, got a little bit of. So let's go ahead and put some teal down. And then we'll scrape in some white. A lot of this gets covered up, you know. But it gives us a base to work with. Alrighty. Now, let's see what we can add in here. Which, again, it'll mostly be covered up. But, all right, let me wipe off the excess out of my brush. And then I can... I need to move this over a little so y'all can see better. But okay, and then the white's flashing out. Let's adjust the color. I mean, the lighting. Turn the brightness down now that... because of the black paper. All right. We'll just keep adjusting. Thank you, Tina. Hi, Flo. All right. So now I'm going to take some of the blue and the... I'm going to just get some in here and just... let's just get some kind of background going here. All right. That's good. Just to get something going on back here in the back. All right. Let's wipe that off. Now I'm going to dry, and then we'll start laying out the more baby wipes. We'll start laying out the collage. Let's see. Q and L, you never sent me your address. I have Happy Mail sitting here. You never sent me your address, so I couldn't mail it. All right, let's see here. Let's plug in the heat tool. All right. Now I want to keep it over here because I don't want my papers over here to blow away. So I'm going to try to kind of keep this at an angle here. Aw, Sally, yeah, that's fun. Get your fingers in there. But it is thick. When you do that, the paint is very thick. So it takes a minute to dry it. And I really need this to be dry. So it's going to be a minute. Y'all can mute if you don't want to hear it. This is real thick right there. Because I have to slap on the matte medium. And I don't want to smear this. Hi, Joyce. It's getting there. know what I should do while I'm doing this to let this dry is should go ahead and do my stars. Let's go ahead and do a bucket of stars here. Because that's going to take a minute to dry too. Let's see. Where's let me get a floppy brush. I always use these little calligraphy brushes that are real floppy and yeah. All right, let's put some. It's the only time I really use water in my collage too is when I water down the stars. Let's see. I think I can just probably pull some of this. Let's just pull that. Add some water. Okay. And tap off the excess. Although I don't mind some big stars here too, and I'll go ahead and go some down here in the waves and the water. So let's go ahead and get us a nice galaxy started. Let's tap off a little. A lot of this is going to be covered up. But I figured since I have to dry the stars too, we might as well dry it all at the same time. All right, there we go. All right, let's clean this brush. Okay. All right, back to drying. Hi, cut and paste. I did find some funny memes and gifts over the weekend. I sent some to Janet, some to Annie, some to Denise. They're so short. I don't know if I should show them because it's showing the whole thing. Okay, it's getting there. Again, I have to have this dry. Otherwise, when I put the matte medium on, it's going to smear. So give me a minute. Especially over here. Of course, if I smear, I can paint it back out, you know. All right, we'll test. We'll see. All right, let me get a sip of my water here. Rachel, if you're listening. Okay. Let's see what we want to do first. So let's pour out. So let me get some matte medium. I have a jar here. I think that might be some varnish in there too. So I better make sure, and I'll throw that one away. Let me find another something to pour this in. Hang on. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is all dried paint, so I can pour my matte medium in here. Okay. And I glue everything down with a golden matte medium. And then if I like it and it turns out nice, I varnish it. I'll varnish it with the same thing I varnish those boxes with, the Duragloss High Gloss water-based. Make sure it's water-based. High Gloss varnish. That's what I varnish all my collages with. Uh-oh. I dropped my paint in the paint. There we go. And so, yeah. Put it in caps if you want to talk to me. I do glance over there and see. All right, now let's see. Let's get a brush that's can be used for. Is this one clean? No, I think so. Let me rinse it up a little bit more. So I have tons of old brushes and brushes to use for gluing. All right, so let's see what I want to start with. I think I'll start with this down here. So what I do is I put down the matte medium. Got a little bit of water in this. Let me get the water out of the brush. Then I put the matte medium on the back of the piece. Lay it down. Then I put the matte medium over the top. Then I take a card, gift card, any kind of card, and just scrape it down and get all the air bubbles out and wrinkles. And this really is an essential part. If you don't want wrinkles and bubbles, it really is essential that you do that step. Okay. And then if there's excess, you can just kind of wipe it off or wipe it off on a baby wipe, whatever. All right, so there's that base. And I'm going to try to kind of keep the glue so I don't glue myself down there. As soon as I get this part done, I can remove all the wax paper. All right, so next is I want this up here. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and glue down. I want this right about there. And I am putting the matte medium on the base, on the back, and over the top. And then take the card. And this is why I wanted everything dry, so I wouldn't be scraping the wet paint. So next is this piece. I have it all laid out over here where you saw it earlier. Go off the edge. I can do a few pieces here. Okay. I want it down about here. I'll paint those together. Then the last little bit of water will be over here. I'll go off the edge and I'll paint all that in together. All right, card, here we go. And I'm working on like poster board weight base. This is like a poster board, okay? All right, let me cut this edge off here. Overhang, little piece of overhang there. Now, let's go ahead and put our, and I will be painting this in better, but I just want to get it up there. Well, let's see. Let me just kind of set it there for a second because I'm not sure where I want it exactly with my astronaut here. He's going to be sitting over here. Just a little bit. There we go. Whoops. All right, that'll work. I think I want the dark part right there. Okay. And see, this is why I wanted the stars and everything dry, so that I could do all this scraping. All right, now I want some of these down in here. And again, I can paint them in. Let's just kind of get them kind of where I might want them. Oops. Some over here. Let's move that up. Might need a couple more because I might want a little bit of overlap with some. Like that. I think I need a couple more little pieces. We'll look for that in a minute. Okay. Now, I want my floating, because I want a few more little pieces of wreckage in here. Now, let's see where I want my ships. Maybe I want this one down here, and then have two of them floating like that. This one probably needs to be further away. Something like this, or maybe over a little. Let's see how I like that. Maybe this one needs to come down just a little, I think, or maybe farther away. I'm kind of going around there. What do y'all think? How's that look? So it will need to be even further up. I don't want it lined up exactly with this because I'm going to have my watch hands coming out here. All right, I think I'm going to go with that. May not be the perfect composition, but we're rolling with it. Okay. Maybe this needs to come over just a little. Let's bring them over just a little. There we go. All right. Now. Okay. I think we got the base in. It's all about the base. Okay. All right. What do y'all think? Is that good for the base? All right, let me clean my brush. You like it already, Devin? Thank you. Thanks, guys. All right, let me get fresh baby wipes, fresh cards. Let's move this paper off the desk. Let's move that over. Let me put this in the water for a minute. All right, let's take off all the wax paper now. because it's going to have the, the matte medium and stuff all over it. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. Fresh baby wipes. And of course, the matte medium, when you get it on your hands, especially, your fingernails, the only way I usually get it off my hands and fingers is with fingernail polish remover. So my hands do look they start looking a little crusty as we go. But because that's the only way to really get the matte medium off your hands is with even the craft scrubby will only do so much. So I use fingernail polish remover, which also removes your fingernail polish, of course. But, but I don't mind. It's worth it to me for the effect that I get with my hands in there. All right. Now let's see. Here's one of the things I just noticed when I looked at in the thing. He is so lined up with that ship. I don't like that he's lined up with that, but I can't move him now. There's no moving him. I've mashed him down. Yeah, there's no so we're gonna have to roll with it. All right, let's hit it with the heat gun. Hang on. I would have liked him down just a little, so this kind of came down like this a little bit. But it is what it is once you mash it down. I'm going to fix my Eclipse. I'm going to have some mist coming through. Probably have a, somewhere right in here. I'm going to fix that white line and all that. I'll have a star shine in here somewhere. And some mist coming through my watch hands. It's really kind of basic. Oh, and maybe I need a little bit more crash. Maybe not. I don't know. Get out some more colors here. All right, let's see. Let me move my matte medium off the table. Give myself a little more room. All right. Let's see. And I probably need to move that. Cat jumps up. She jumped right into that matte medium. Well, let's see. Where can I move that? All right, let's see. I'm going to need a couple of colors. Maybe a little maroon, a little bit of orange. I'm just looking over here. Maybe a little copper. Do I want some copper in there? Metallics don't photograph. They don't photograph well. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know if I like the maroon. I think I want some sienna, some burnt sienna. And of course I'll need some more of this because I got white all in that color. And maybe just a touch of orange, a little touch of bright orange. Let's see, I just want bright orange. Is that bright orange? Yeah. So there's those. And then I'll probably need a dark brown. Let's see if I got an umber here. There's a raw umber. I think that should do it. Those colors ought to do it. Let's see. Hi, Anastasia. Anybody else I might have missed coming in? All right. So let's go ahead and put out. And of course, you always want to shake every time you use your. So I'm going to put a little bit of that out because I kind of got it kind of all white in there. And that's okay for some. Then I'll get some. That green is dry, so I can put that brown on top of there. The black is wet, so I don't want to get in there. Let's get, this one's a new one. I know I have one that's already open. Oh, well, let's just go ahead and open it because I don't want to look. Let's just go ahead and open the new one here. Okay. going to shook that just a little more. Some orange. Okay. So there we go. Maybe some. Do I want to? Uh-oh. Don't get in there. All right. Let's trim this down here, right here. Trim that little piece off. All right. And then I'm going to need pencils. Maybe these will be enough. All right. Let me sharpen them now. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Again, it's really a lot easier than you think when you have the books that already got your themes, right? I showed the books earlier. I'll show them again. Poor Toast and Kate Curry's books. If you start, again, I've got tons and tons of packs of collage fodder. And, so I've collected lots of collage fodder. But, if you're not into collaging all the time, or you don't have a lot of collage fodder, these books are your answer. Because then you can pick a theme, like we did our dragons. Oh, and speaking of remember when we did, I don't have the actual collage handy, but I did make a print. And I haven't put it on a piece of cardstock yet, but look. That one turned out pretty good. I made a print of the one we did a couple weeks ago with the checkerboard floor and the terracotta soldiers. So, yeah. Let's see. Where do I want to start here? I think I somehow want to start up in here. Let's go ahead and let me get some brushes. Let me get out my brushes that I got, some of my fingernail brushes. I love these things because they're so little. These little small little brushes that are made for fingernails. And you get the daughters. And you get the small little brushes. These are nice. Let me pull a couple of these. There's that one. And they have the long, like the not cat tail. Is it catlet? What is it? They're called cat something because of the shape of them. Those kind of shapes, fingernail. Let's get that one, and let's get this one, and let's get a small one. Get a few of them out here. And they're really inexpensive, so you don't feel bad if you start scruffing with them, Let's see. No. Yeah, I'll just go with these two. Well, maybe I need one bigger one. Okay. Let's get these wet here. Cat tongue. Okay, cat tongue. Okay, thank you. All right, baby wipes. See what we can do here. And I do have my palette knife I want to scrape in, but I really want to start. I want to fix up here, and I want my mist coming through because I'm going to have it coming along the ships. Now let's go ahead first, and I'm just going to fill in, and I could do this also with paint. I'm just going to fill in some of those white spots that are behind the ship there. And I'm going to varnish it so it's not going to matter if some of this is shiny and some of it's matte or whatever, because I'll varnish it at the end of the day. Well, not the end of today. So I'm just going to fill in the background, like where the stars are coming through there. I mean, the sky. Something like that. Okay, let's see. That one's pretty good. There. Same for this one. That's okay. And maybe right here. All right. Let's see. Now let's get a brush and get over on this side and do some and then I can also go in there with the pencils, but I have to make sure you want to make sure your paint's 100% dry before you go in there with pencils. Okay, I'm going to have to put 2 coats to get that white line out of there. So let that dry, or I'll hit it with the heat gun. And a little bit coming around here. Yeah, this little astronaut just reminds me of that Next Generation, where he's sitting on there watching the Enterprise fly away and won't be back for like 500 years or something. And I don't remember the dates. So, hi, Jolu. Jane. So I'm going to put a white line in there, and I'm going to have a white somewhere in here. I want a white star shine, probably right in there. I have a white line and a star shine, but I got to let that dry, put another coat because it's not covering up that white line right there. And I'll kind of sharpen that edge with a pencil. Let's go ahead and get this. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and dry that. Janet, what are you going to do today? I'm going to want some taller masts on this ship there. Maybe one on each one here. Okay, now I want to get some white paint on a baby wipe. Mash it into the baby wipe. That's why I do this, is to get the white paint mashed into the baby wipe. And I'm going to have the watch hands coming out there. So I think I might have this come around this way. I need to fix that a little better. I don't want that too noticeable. I'm going to want that to be. Let's get a little blue in there. Let's get a little blue in there. There we go. And then go back over it with the white. Okay. I'll even get in there with a palette knife. Okay, so what I want this to do is come around. That's where the star shine's going to be right there. We'll see. I don't want to do too much to it yet till I decide where I want it, because I still got to do the watch hands. So I need to decide where those watch hands are going to be first. Okay. I want that to be more palette knifey. So there's going to be a star shine right there. So I think I'm just going to have some brighter coming right there and right there. So I'm going to have a white line coming right around there. All right, let's see. Gonna need a little bit of blue in here to get rid of the line, the torn line. Where else do I got to get rid of the torn line? There, down here. Got to do some more brown down in here. Just talking to myself. Just ignore that. Okay, let's see. Let's get in here with some brown here and some white. Get some other colors in here. Not too much though. Might be a little much of the sienna. Let's get a little less. There we go. A little bit in here though, just a tad. I go to church with my Lester Arley now on Facebook. Oh, yeah, I see that y'all post that every now and then, or I see it posted on Facebook. Yeah, I miss I used to hang out Mike's channel where I'd see her all the time, see them both all the time. But Mike posts so intermittently and also very late when he does, so I don't usually make it. So I don't see him over there at Mike's, Mike Miller. Okay, let's see. All right. Just get a little, I'll get in here with a brush and a Posca and some other things too. So. Let's do a little more blue here. Bring that down a little. Not so obvious there. Okay. A little bit of crashiness coming on there. I'll do that with some Posca, I think. All right, let's see. I think let me clean my hand off a little and dry. Go through lots of baby wipes. Smush, smush, yes. But that's how I get it into, mashed into the baby wipe so that your baby wipe is like a brush. Okay, let's dry this. Oh, he's in. Hi, Amy. I just saw you. He's doing a trade show. Well, I saw a Facebook post, but I didn't know where he was or what was going on. But I haven't kept up with him lately. But yeah. And I missed what Janet said she was going to do today, too. Let me see if I can scroll back. Hi, Denise. Thanks, Ruth. Like that, Ego. She said not yet, I think. I want to make sure it's really dry before I go in here with pencil. Oh, okay. That'll be a fun one, Janet. I might have to go get me a Chick-fil-A. That's one nice thing. My head cold did not take my taste buds. So that was nice. So I can still taste my Chick-fil-A. All right. Now, a couple things. I need to get my ruler to do my watch hands, or in this case, it's the watch hand / light from the lighthouse. Let me get a gray pencil. I want to get rid of the text. Let's see. I want to get rid of the text on the watch here. Is that going to do it? No, I need a darker one. Let's see. One of these grays will work. All right, let's see here. I have to paint it out. I think we'll have to paint it. Let's get some, get a paintbrush. Got some black and white here. Let's just make a little gray. Paint's starting to dry. The white's almost dry. Let's test that. There we go. So I might go run get me a Chick-fil-A in between my stream and Janet's. It's just a head cold. Didn't have any fever, body ache, nothing. Just a head cold. What are you going to do? All right, let's see. Other than that, pray that it goes away quickly. Oh, Tina, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. I'm sorry. All right, let me get some more baby wipes. Because I just clean my brushes as I go on the baby wipes too. Unless it's a whole lot, then I'll just, All right, so now let me get my black pencil here. And let's fix this arch right here. And then I want my white. I think I'm going to go with the Posca. Well, let's start with the pencil. Let's start with the pencil here. So it kind of feathers. Something like that. Then I'm going to have to turn it so I can get a good, nice straight line here. Let that dry. Now this is a little. Okay, then I'm going to have a star shine right here. Is that enough of a one? Get I'll add some with the pencil. And then I'll add a few more little stars and things up here. I'm just trying to get my space fixed here. Because I'd have to decide where the watch hands are coming out at. Okay, let's dry this. And let's drag this down. It will go. I might need a, I don't know, I might need a I have to get that with the Posca. There's a little piece of crud right there, something. It's preventing my little star shine from being very smooth. All right, let's see. I want this to come in there. There we go. All right, now color pencil goes over acrylic paint. Really awesome. As long as the acrylic paint is dry. Has to be dry. So we'll kind of have this coming this way and that kind of coming around that way. Here we go. Add some more. I think I want it to come out a little more. Get that crap. All right, so now I want this to be a little feathery, just a little feathery. And I'll probably want him to have a little bit of a kind of a little bit more of a glow. Him. All right, let's get a couple. Let's see. I probably should wait on doing the planets so I see where my watch hand's going to go. All right, let's see. Probably going to want it to come down through that ship to this one. Or let me get a longer ruler. Do I want it to come down to one of these pieces? Do I want it to go to him? That's not going to cut close right there. So I think I'm going to want it to come down to maybe this piece right here. Or it could come down to this piece. I think that's good. All right, we're going to start here. Start right there. Clean that off. Start with a pencil. And it's going to come down to this spot right here. All right, so now I've got to decide, is it going to come behind this ship? Is that marking? Yeah. Not marking right there, though. Yeah, it is. Come behind this one. Oh, like maybe in there somehow. And then down to... Okay, I'm going to have to get my Posca, I think. It's not really going over that paint. Let's fix that. Add some more detail to this too. It's going to have a star shine here. What? Something's jacking up on this tip. It's like, I don't know. Okay. Uh-oh, too much. Okay. I'm going to see where the other one's going to go. Now, when that dries, I can go over this with pencil. And some blue, some teal pencil, and some orange. Oops, that's a little. Fix that with a black. All right. I'm going to fix the line better. I just got to have the line there. And I really want it to go to this star here, or the eclipse, but let's see where that's going to connect. Not sure I'm going to like it there. It's too much going on. Like maybe if this just kind of cuts through, like kind of right there. Is that too? I think I'll just end it right there. Because then it looks like it's kind of bending. So the time warp continuum, whatever you want to call it, is coming in here and it's bending and it's going over to here. There we go. Use your imagination. And then I'll put some highlights and shadows on this over here. And some more, a little bit of, let me get my palette knife here. Get some white paint. So I didn't even use the orange. All right, let's see. Let's get a little bit of this, and let's just see what we can do here. Too much. It's one nice thing. You can wipe it off. There we go. This is where I have my Bob Ross moments. My Bob Ross moments like this. Thanks, Kat. It's my Bob Ross water moments. And I do the same thing when I have the mountains. You know, snow-capped mountains. It's the Bob Ross moment. Okay, let's see here. And I should pour out some more paint. This paint's getting like dry. So it's like, it's not the best here. Let's do a little. little bit of wavy stuff here coming up. All right, let's see. Now I need some more of that crashy, but I'm going to get some more white paint out because that's getting dry. There we go. Happy little wave. Yes, Tina. Happy little wave. Let me clean this off and start again because it's kind of crusty. There we go. All right, so now I need some up in here. And I could do some of this with Posca too, but I like using the palette knife. Makes me feel like a real artist. Palette knife with acrylics. Yes, that's what it is. This is all just craft paint. It's nothing fancy. And one of the reasons I like using craft paint is it's matte. It has no sheen. And I'm not saying that all professional artist grade acrylics have a sheen, but a lot of them do. And that sheen prevents you from using pencils. See, I can go in here with a pencil on top of any acrylic. But you can't do that if there's a sheen. If there's a sheen to your paint. Okay, this is going to need just a little bit of a splash, something going on there. Same thing for this. Let's go ahead and give that a little bit of extra. There we go. That probably needs some, this probably needs some, oops, I got it in the black. This probably needs some, and the palette knife just has, it gives, this is a plastic palette knife. You can get metal ones, but it gives it a texture, like a jumpy texture that it's hard to paint that. To paint that texture. Like this foamy bit here. Get a sip of water. All right, let me make sure everything's dry here again. Okay, now let's go ahead and put some shadow on the watch hands. A little bit of orange. No, this might be too yellow. I might need more Maybe it'll be okay. Just wanted a touch of bright. So I know you probably can't see much because I'm turning and tilting and whirling it around, but I have to get those lines kind of straight. All right. I can tell that's not completely dry right there because my pencil wants to drag into it. Maybe not. Okay, let's see here now. So I think a few more details. I think we need to call this one the Navigator. The Navigator. Just right there. Let's see where else do I might need one right here maybe. What do y'all think? How's it look? Let's back out and look at it. It needs a gator. Cat, good one. It needs a gator. No, it needs a little bit more dark down in here, I think. Let's see. Let's move these rulers out of the way. And let's see. Let me get a... Let me empty my little thing here. I always have a... Oh, there it is. I always have a hard time finding the little... Where it shuts right there. Come on. But I love this little thing. All right. Joanne got this for me. Joanne in Canada. Oh, thanks, Janet. I just need black. This may not be dark enough. Need some little bit darker areas down in here. Probably needs a little bit more splash too down in here. Needs a little bit more foamy bit, you know, splashy bits. So we'll put a little bit more of that down in here. Give it a little bit more dimension in here. A bit more shadow. All right. Okay. I might go in there after it dries completely with a couple little touches of something something, but I think that's pretty good. I think it's pretty close to being done. And if y'all missed the other, here's what I posted this morning on Instagram. Riding that conspiracy chicken all the way through the eclipse. I'm sorry, but I love doing this one. And then let's see, then here's the boxes. I have to still varnish the sides of them, but here's the tops. You can see how the varnish is. There you go. So I got to varnish the sides and the back and the bottom. So I got to finish that, but that's what it'll look like. So you can see the two boxes varnished there. This is what we did last Wednesday. What else do I have to show and tell? I showed the books that we used from, let me show them again. The books that we used were Navigation Ephemera, and these are Poor Toast and Cake Curry, and I will show pictures of the books along with the collage. The Cosmos Ephemera and the Cosmos scrapbook paper. And I did a flip of all these earlier, so if you missed it, just go back to the beginning where I flipped through those. I will take pictures of these and give Poor Toast and Cake Curry their credit. So for using their stuff for this page. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Yeah. Eclipse Conspiracy. You like that? And the steampunk mouse. Thanks, Devin. Thank you. So yeah, there we go. I think let's see, what can I sign it with? Do I want to sign it with the only problem about signing, because I'm going to varnish this, signing it with gel pen is that you got to be real careful if you varnish over a gel pen because it can just smear off. But for now, I'm going to sign it down here with gel pen just so while I post it anyway, my signature will show on the piece there. But when I go to varnish it, that may wipe off. You got to be careful with it. Gel pens don't like varnish. I might have to go back in there with paint, you know. So, all right, let me look around, see if there's anything else. Didn't do anything over the weekend, really. I did, let me tell you all this, and I know it's not their fault, but the Books A Million, and I don't have it with me. Is it downstairs? Let me see here. Let me go on Amazon. Books A Million, I wanted to get this book here. It was advertised. Hang on, it's going to be slow loading. I'm going to have to step out in the hall. There it goes. It was advertised in the Books A Million magazine, right? Okay. And so I said, well, I'll go down and get it. Oh, yeah, white Posca. Well, the Posca's so thick. Even my thin Posca. Yeah, but something like that, Devin. So it was advertised in there. And I know they can't help it. I'm not fussing. I am kind of fussing at them. But I go in to get this book yesterday afternoon. I finally got out of the house the first time in a week. Well, I did go to Chick-fil-A once in there while I was, with the head cold, but I didn't go anywhere. So the first time I'd gone anywhere, went yesterday afternoon before the Braves came on. And I said, I want to get this book, James Patterson, Secret Lives of Booksellers and Librarians. That's right up my alley, people. This is right up my alley. And so she goes, oh, okay. And she comes back. She goes, yeah, we got him in the back. We can't release it till tomorrow. Today. They cannot release this book. They haven't stacked up in the back, but I could not buy one until today. So they took my name. In the meantime, I went home and ordered it off Amazon for $10 cheaper. It'll be here in a day or two. So I saved myself $10 and ordered it off of Amazon, even though I could go get it today. But I don't want to go back and get it today. That was kind of irksome to me. And I know they have their rules. They can't, they have hard deadlines, do not release until XYZ. I get it. I wasn't mad at them, but it was like, you got a customer here with an arm full of magazines and books and stuff, and I want to get this one, and you would not sell it to me. So that's okay. I saved $10 by getting it off of Amazon. Instead of 29 or $30, I got it for $19. So, but I can't wait to get that. And then also, y'all know every Monday on my community tab, I post books every week. Now I don't describe them, give ISBNs. I just post the covers. Y'all can go find them yourselves in Amazon or wherever. But let me show you the picture here. Let's see. This is what I posted today. I posted a bunch of Jan Brett's children's books. So you can go over there and you have to, if you click on the picture in the community tab, you're only going to see about that much in the community tab. But if you click on the picture, then you can go in and you can see the whole thing. But I love Jan Brett's children illustrator. So here I posted 5 of her books that I have. So because I like her style, I like her illustrations. So this is the picture I actually posted in the community tab today. So check that out every Monday. I post books, and they're not all art books. They're different kinds of books, conspiracy chicken books, all kinds. They're fun. This was week 65, I think. This is week 65 of posting books every week in my community tab. And also, guys, if I just to, because I was kind of, had this head cold all week and everything. I was not sick, so I knew I'd be here today, even sounding like I am. But if I'm never here, or if I don't show up, go look in my community tab and I will post there if I'm not going to stream. If something, because I have no way, not everybody's on Instagram, not everybody's on Facebook. So the best way for me to tell you I'm not going to stream is go to my community tab. And if I'm not there, if I'm not here on a Monday or a Wednesday, go to my community tab and I will tell you why or what for or what, just so y'all know, because I don't like to leave y'all hanging. I don't like to do that. So, anyway, yeah. So do y'all have any questions or comments or anything before we go? I need to take pictures of all these so I can do a slide over, and I'll post this on IG. So I'll let y'all go enjoy the eclipse in whatever form, fashion, or glasses. Make sure if you are out there looking at, I'm sure everybody knows that by now, to put on the glasses. Now we're not in the direct line of it. We're south of the direct line. But yeah, so any questions or comments? I'm going to go ahead and leave early if that's the case, so I can go get me can get the paint off my hands and go get me a chicken biscuit or a Chick-fil-A sandwich or something. I got to get me something. Hi, Sandra. And if y'all miss Sandra streamed yesterday afternoon. Where'd she go? There she goes. And I think next Sunday she's going to have a bunch of new Jane Davenport haul for us next Sunday afternoon. She comes on about 4:30. So follow Scraps to Beauty by Sandra and go watch her Sunday show from yesterday. Let's see. Oh, you got a craft show in town today, Angie. Yay, that sounds fun. It's okay. It's just a head cold. It's just like more irritating than anything. Sneezing, coughing, sneezing, blowing your nose, sneezing, but I never had a fever. Thank the Lord. I wasn't really sick, didn't have a fever, body aches, none of that kind of stuff. Just it's all in my head. It was just all in my head. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a great afternoon, and we will see you at Janet's at 1. and and we'll be back here on Wednesday. Oh, thank you, John. Oh my gosh, John, thank you so much. Make sure y'all go watch the Quest for Oak Island. There's John's channel name right there. Thank you so much, John, for the super chat, super sticker. I appreciate that. We go to each other's channels and support each other because we like each other's channels. Even though he doesn't do art, but I love me some Oak Island. Love me some Oak Island. So thanks, John. I appreciate that. Okay, guys, y'all have a great afternoon. And yeah, thanks, Julie. Where she go? There she goes. Thanks. Yeah. So, all right. Bye bye, guys. Y'all have a blessed day. See you later.